Hi, I'm Jeff, and this is MyVanMonty.
Good morning. Just starting my hike. I am doing the Hale, Zealand, Guyot, Bonds, and Twins loop, starting from North Twin Spur Trailhead. Started a little chilly. It was about 41 degrees when I got up, getting close to 50 degrees now. Going to stay at the Guyot shelter tonight. My first time camping out on an overnight. My pack feels a little gnarly. It's about 35 pounds. Going to be a little chilly tonight. Definitely overpacked. Coming up to the merge with the Fire Warden's Trail pretty soon. That will head up to Hale, which will be the first peak of the day. This looks like the merge to the Fire Warden Trail. There is no marking, but there is a sharp turn that goes up and then this way, and then this seems to be the old Fire Warden's Trail, so that's the way we are going to go. It merges just over a mile in. It's not marked. It's marked on all trails, but it's not really marked on the paper maps. Fire Warden Trail is actually pretty nice. It's relatively moderate, has a few switchbacks. It's nice and quiet, very green, lots of ferns and stuff, but the only thing that makes it difficult is the heavier pack. I'm carrying like 10 to 12 pounds more than I usually carry when I hike. So the inclines I'm definitely feeling already. Definitely one of the first ones up here today because I keep on breaking spider webs. I got Mount Hale to myself.
Let's go, girls. Go.
One down. That was Hale, and we are off to Zealand on the Lend-A-Hand Trail. Back to blue blazes. Always blue. Always blue.
Always blue. Always blue.
It was about an hour 45 up to Hale. Just over 3¼ miles. Little steepness coming down from Hale. Gotta be careful. Silence is golden.
Silence is fucking golden.
Not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous to start this hike this morning. I even had a few doubts where I was like, I'm probably gonna turn around. I should probably turn around. Just because it's supposed to get a little colder tonight, and this is literally the first time testing out a lot of my gear for overnight, but I have calmed down quite a bit. I'm enjoying this very much so far, and I'm hoping it all goes this way because I'm actually really liking it. Allow the doubts to creep in, address them, and then push them away. Don't let it stop you from doing things and challenging yourself, because this is definitely a challenge for me, but I think it will be a good challenge and let me realize that I can do stuff like this. I can do a 2-day, 22-mile hike. Keep at it. the hard stuff is worth it. A little bit of a boulder field. I'm being followed by a little bell. Hey, buddy. Hi.
There's a lot of things too that you can get like stuck on. Yeah. I remember going up that trail and like so that's when he walked over. It worked out. They pretty much.
Nice little hiker shower before I head on my way. It's always fun seeing the white blazes. Off to Zeacliff and then Guyot. Morning. We're heading up the Twinway. Kind of tough to see the white blaze on a birch tree. Because Zealand doesn't have any views, I might as well get the Zeacliff view. Definitely an AT hiker camp spot right there. Ooh. Back on trail. How you doing? Hi. Not too shabby. Little hard right and then up to Zealand.
Everyone's chatting. People are up for sunrise. People are.
Mount Zealand, a little uneventful. That's 2 checked off, plus Zeacliff. Now we got about a mile to go to Guyot, and then I think the shelter is a 1/4 mile from the peak of Guyot. Little work to do. It's just before 2 o'clock. Pretty on schedule. I mean, moving a little slow, but doing what I figured I would do time-wise. I had quite a few AT through hikers go by me today, and they're all finishing up on their way north, and it amazes me how quickly they are moving. Understandably, they've already hiked like 1,700 miles with a full pack. How fast they are moving either up or down. It's quite impressive. Almost time to take the pack off for a little while. Woohoo! That's Guyot. Off to the campsite. Let's see if we can get a platform. So I got tent platform 8, which seems to be a primo platform. But I got these cool little, I don't know, like fishbone things. So you hook them in that way. They're pretty neat. Yeah, it was like either Saturday or Sunday. It was really cold.
Yeah, it was pretty cold that night. I'm starting to push the limits of my 40 quilt.
Didn't need it. Well, enjoy the rest of your hike.
Yeah, you too.
So 9 o'clock, heading out from Guyot shelter. I definitely took my time. The spot was just so epic. It's tough to leave. I'm gonna try to get up and out of here, hit the bonds, and then double back to the twins and out. It's gonna be a long day with the bonds, and ends up being about 12 miles. The climb out of here is no joke. And here we go, out to the bonds. These are some of the overflow sites to the Guyot shelter. I talked to the caretaker last night, and they said they can fit about 30-something people up here or so. She said she's never had to turn people away. If you don't get a platform, you can squeeze into the overflow spots. I was relatively warm last night. I expected it to be as chilly as it was Sunday night, which got down to 39. But last night only got down to about 55 degrees. So I packed way too many clothes, an extra puffy jacket, a sleeping bag liner, long underwear. It's tough to gauge, and you don't want to be without, but carrying the extra weight sucks. There's West Bond Spur Trail. I think I'm going to do that on my way back. So I got about a mile and a half or so to Bond, and then Bondcliff. This is Mount Bond, and I believe Bondcliff is right there. It's gorgeous today. It's like a slight bit of breeze, partly cloudy. It's 68 degrees. Thought it was supposed to be cooler than that, but it is nice. About 9:30, got up to the top of Bond. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Saw a cute couple mid-60s hiking the Appalachian Trail, and they took a wrong turn and made it to the top of Bond, which wasn't the most terrible thing for them to do, but they had to double back down to the Twinway. Off we go to Bondcliff. I can definitely see why you'd want to do a traverse as opposed to a loop like I'm doing, because going down this is great. Coming back up it's gonna suck. I think that's the overhang right up there. Once again, man, I lucked out. At Bond and Bondcliff all by myself. This spot is ridiculous. Like, tough to describe. Worth it. Do hard shit. I'm so stoked that I get to be here all by myself. This is amazing, and the day couldn't have been nicer. There's Bondcliff right here, and then in the background is West Bond, and you can kind of just barely make people out on top of it. They're moving around a little bit. Yep, that's where I'm heading after I come out of here. Doing a little pack drop, and then I'm gonna head up to West Bond. Let's go. That is where I'm heading. I'm gonna head up to West. I have a little cheapo fold-up backpack that I have my phone and water in, so make it a little bit quicker. Here we go. West Bond. There's Bondcliff right over there where I just was. That's Bond over there. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. So this is the backpack. I got it on Amazon for, I don't know, like $8. And it tucks back into this little bag like that. It's called Traveling Light Backpack. Look at that labeling, backpack by Monster. Back to the Twinway. That climb was tough. Just made it past Guyot, onward. Part of the trail's a little rough, but we're off 2 miles to South Twin. I have to say the Twinway is one of the nicest trails I've been on. I mean, it's the AT, so obviously it gets a ton of foot traffic, but it's decently wide, decently level, and a really good trail. I'm really enjoying it. Nice little camp spot with little seating area and everything. See a lot of those tucked away off the side of this trail on the AT. Getting here wasn't bad, but the push up to South Twin is rough. Here you go, that is South Twin. Looks like we got rain on the other side of North Twin. People always talk about the views from South Twin, how they're amazing. I just completely blew by South Twin. It was my quickest pit stop yet. Just trying to get over to North Twin and then see if I can find some more water and get down. This nice gentleman at the top of South Twin gave me a little bit of his water. He said he doesn't drink much from his Nalgene. So he meant his Nalgene bottle. Pretty happy on the Twinway. From the sign, it was 2 miles, and it only took me an hour. That's good. I'm usually a much slower hiker, but like I said, the Twinway was very gentle until the very end. Up to South Twin, that push was a bit tough. Just made a quick stop to put on my pack cover because the rain is starting. That way. That staircase was pretty fancy. Almost to the top of North Twin. .3 miles home. Let's go get a view first. Last peak of the day. Nicely done. There's Galehead Hut down there. You can see the rain that just came through, passing over. I still gotta go find me some water, and then 4.3 back to Monty. It's 3:30. My phone died, and my battery backup bank died. Need to figure out that for planning purposes. I got 4.3, so I'm hoping to get out around 7:30. Let's see how well I do. That's never a good sign. I can hear a helicopter in the distance. I don't know if I'm gonna get a view to see where he is. Hopefully that's just delivery day for Galehead Hut and not a rescue attempt happening. I thought there was supposed to be a tangent trail on the other side, the North Twin, and I got nervous. So I had to take out the map and then double back a little bit and asked a couple people that were hiking behind me if I was on the right trail. Little delay, but forging forward. On the positive side, I don't have a lot of weight in my pack because most of my water is gone. Negative, most of my water's gone. I only got about a half liter left and I'm starting to get thirsty. I could use a water source very soon. Ooh, very exciting. Water, 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 water. Very exciting, very exciting, very exciting. Thank you, little trickle of water. You made me very, very happy. 2.5 liters of water, and I think about 2 miles to go, and it's just after 5 o'clock. I was told the trail right after the larger water crossing was relatively flat, so that should make for quick time on the way out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Holy shit, does that taste good. This hike was definitely a challenge for me and a learning experience. There's a few more things I have to dial in. I gotta figure that part out. Last couple miles out, gonna cruise back to Monty for the finish. Here is, I think, the only major water crossing for the day. Yeah, baby. Oh. Woo! All these trails should start and end like this. It's so pleasant. Another good lesson that I learned on this as well is know where you are on the map. Not just on your GPS, not just on your phone. Know where you are on your map, so that if everything does go dead, you have a way to figure out how to get out. You also have your fellow hikers to help you out to make sure you're on the right track, but sometimes they won't be there. So make sure you know where you are on your map. And that's it. We made it back to the trailhead. 2 days, 24 miles, 8 peaks, and another epic adventure with MyVanMonty.